Say what you will about Tesla head and owner of X, once known as Twitter, Elon Musk. At this point, some celebrity has probably said it already. Jimmy Kimmel has made his living telling jokes for decades. Shortly after the 2024 U.S. election, Kimmel took to his platform to express his displeasure with the results. Musk issued a tweet calling Kimmel an insufferable nonsense propaganda puppet, prompting a prolonged response on the next day's episode. He opened the Musk portion by addressing the tweet directly.
Kimmel is an insufferable nonsense propaganda puppet, which at least my children like me.
This naturally transitioned into a series of critiques of Musk's social media responses. Eventually, the late-night host even turned Musk's four-word insult back on its head by humorously announcing a new show aptly named Insufferable Nonsense Propaganda Puppet. Rainn Wilson is and will almost certainly always be best known for his award-nominated stint as Dwight Schrute on The Office. Wilson is less well known for his charitable work, which often involves traveling to countries like Haiti to offer educational resources to locals. Wilson's fondness for Haiti contributed to his public attacks on Musk as he joined the considerable list of famous people who quit in protest. Wilson was enraged by Trump campaign claims of Haitian migrants killing and eating pets in Springfield, Ohio, prompting him to launch his final tweets before deleting his account. In those posts, he decried those responsible for spreading the narrative and attacked Musk for allowing his social media outlet to spread conspiracy theories. He wrote, "Elon Musk, the world's richest man who spends all day on his phone throwing online kerosene on the fire of culture wars." Wilson charged the mogul with spreading hateful material and, quote, tweaking his algorithm to suit his agenda.
Twitter has become a cesspool of right-wing algorithms thanks to Elon Musk tweaking the dials.
Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk have a few things in common. They're both massively wealthy and the controversial moguls of inconceivably large social media empires. They also each spend a lot of their time pursuing personal hobbies in public. There are also a few notable things that divide them. Zuckerberg never quite developed the distinct cult of personality that surrounds Musk, and their clashes in personal philosophy have led them to trade barbs, which almost escalated into a physical fight. Zuckerberg and Musk got off to a rough start in 2016. When a SpaceX rocket exploded and destroyed one of Zuckerberg's satellites. They would go on to take subtle jabs at each other about the relative power they both wield in their social media empires. While attacking Zuckerberg's Threads app, Musk playfully suggested a cage match. Over time, this idea seemed to become a genuine possibility. Musk kept adding details, claiming that the fight would stream on X and that the proceeds would go to charity. In August 2023, Zuckerberg ended speculation about the fight that never happened, taking to Threads to state that Musk was not serious. He wrote, "I'm going to focus on competing with people who take the sport seriously." Chloe Fineman joined the cast of Saturday Night Live in 2019, and her tenure has covered one of the strangest periods in the show's long history, including an episode hosted by Musk in 2021. Quite a few critics took issue with the mogul's performance. On Watch What Happens Live, fellow SNL star Bowen Yang was asked to call out a host's bad behavior. Though he didn't say Musk's name, he did have some harsh critiques for a recent host.
This host made multiple cast members cry on Wednesday before the table read because he hated the ideas.
Fineman soon confirmed that she was one of those cast members, and Musk was the host in question. She posted, then deleted, a TikTok in which she explained that Musk was cruel to her because he didn't care for her ideas.
I came in, I asked if you had any questions, and you stared at me like you were firing me from Tesla.
Musk allegedly leafed through her script, berating her for what he perceived as unfunny material. The sketch in question later made it to the show, leading Fineman to compliment Musk's performance while also pointing out his rude behavior. Fineman initially kept the story under wraps, only choosing to reveal it once Musk attacked the show for Dana Carvey's impression of him. Over 6 decades into his career, Sir Elton John remains one of the most influential and iconic musicians of all time. John's first public exchange with Musk was characteristically cordial. Announcing that he'd be leaving X in 2022, the singer wrote, "It saddens me to see how misinformation is now being used to divide our world. I've decided to no longer use Twitter, given their recent change in policy which will allow misinformation to flourish unchecked." Musk tried reaching out, asking for specific examples, but John was long gone. A few years later, at the 2024 Attitude Awards, John made a playful, pointed dig at Musk from the stage. After calling him an expletive, John has kept his mouth shut about the ex-mogul. During the 2024 presidential race, Musk gradually became a figure of critical importance to the Republicans. In that process, he made enemies of some Democrats, including vice presidential hopeful Tim Walz. Unsurprisingly, Musk became a target of Walz's ire late in the race. After his first and only debate with J.D. Vance, Walz lashed out at Musk at a rally in Wisconsin. Walz characterized Musk as Donald Trump's running mate, discounting Vance outright and tying his opponent's political ideology to that of the richest man in the world. He then proceeded to double down on his insults to a roaring crowd.
Elon's on that stage, jumping around, skipping like a dip.
The governor's crack at Musk's habit of leaping into the air while attending Trump events got a big laugh. On a more serious note, Walz also alleged that Musk was using his massive wealth to help Trump secure support. This was a popular allegation after Musk offered checks to those who would sign a petition supporting his political action committee. Bernie Sanders lashes out at billionaires and the system that created them all the time, but he's been willing to attack Musk by name on several occasions. In 2021, Sanders sent out a tweet criticizing Musk and fellow billionaire Jeff Bezos, writing, "We are in a moment in American history where two guys, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, own more wealth than the bottom 40% of people in this country. That level of greed and inequality is not only immoral, it is unsustainable." In another tweet, before Musk purchased the platform, Sanders attacked Musk's desire to take his cash and flee the planet. He stated, "The level of inequality in America is obscene and a threat to our democracy." Azealia Banks is one of the most controversial figures in the hip-hop game. Given her history of high-profile controversies, it should be no surprise that she's clashed with Musk. In 2018, Banks allegedly stayed at Musk's Los Angeles home for a few days while planning to collaborate with his then-wife, singer Grimes. During Banks' stay, she launched a ton of insults against Musk in now-deleted Instagram posts. Allegedly, Grimes kept Banks waiting while comforting Musk, who was panicking after his notoriously ill-thought-out tweet suggesting he'd take Tesla private after it reached $420 a share. Banks would later attack Musk again during the 2024 election. The day before Election Day, Banks tweeted that she'd revoked her oft-repeated support of Trump largely in opposition to the Tesla founder. She wrote, "I really think keeping Elon Musk away from any type of political power in the USA is tantamount to any issue on the table here." Janja Lula da Silva is the wife of Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva and the First Lady of Brazil. The Lula family and the Brazilian government at large engaged in a legal back and forth with Musk over his ownership of X. In August 2024, Brazilian users found the app inaccessible as Brazil's Supreme Court ordered its suspension. The same legal body issued orders demanding Musk block several accounts allegedly spreading hate speech and misinformation, which Musk ignored. Lula spoke up in September, arguing that Musk's wealth shouldn't entitle him to enforce his ideology. Musk managed to hold out for a couple of months, criticizing the court decision as tyranny. However, he eventually relented, and X returned to Brazil in October. While the battle is seemingly over, Da Silva still has words for Musk. During a G20 event in November, Da Silva heard a ship's horn in the distance. She playfully responded, "I think it's Elon Musk. I'm not afraid of you. You, Elon Musk." The expletive got a laugh and raised attention. It even earned a response from Musk, who issued a tweet claiming Lula would lose the next election. Michael Keaton remains one of the most beloved actors working today. In October 2024, Keaton used his sizable platform on Instagram to make a statement about Musk and the billionaire's preferred political candidate. Keaton posted a video in which he criticized Musk and Trump's character and accused them of mistreating their fan base.
They think you're stupid. They don't want to hang out with you. They have nothing in common with you. They're not your bros.
Keaton urged followers of both figures to see through their statements and rage against those perceived insults. Stephen King is a notoriously prolific author, with nearly 100 books to his name, but he's still found time to be extremely active on Twitter. In the 11 years he's been on the platform, King made 6,301 posts, an average of 1.5 posts every day. During that period, he became a very vocal critic of Musk as the billionaire bought the platform. One of King's earliest attacks on Musk came when the platform's new owner suggested a $20 monthly fee to keep their blue verification checkmark. King was quick to declare he'd abandon the platform, suggesting that Musk should actually be paying him for using the service. In September 2024, King issued a tweet about Musk's political takes. He wrote, "Elon Musk's increasingly loopy, not to mention fictional posts, have nothing to do with politics. It's an attempt to gin up interest in X." King's attacks became so common that he had to dispel rumors that his account had been banned by the platform owner. Then, in November, King issued his final tweet declaring, "I'm leaving Twitter, tried to stay, but the atmosphere has just become too toxic." If his jokes are any indication, comedian Bill Burr hates an awful lot of people, places, and things. This icon of the stage is well known for his prolonged rants, many of which step into controversial topics and rile up a considerable amount of anger. Way back in 2012, Burr earned some outrage with a prolonged attack on the recently deceased Steve Jobs. He attacked the Apple founder for making himself the face of other people's work, openly opining that the widespread love and admiration for Jobs was overblown and unfair. Burr would later dub Musk the new Jobs in an extended takedown. As part of a live episode of his Monday morning podcast, Burr called Musk every name but the one he was born with. The rant covers Burr's issues with Tesla, X, and Musk as a figure of admiration in much the same way he attacked Jobs a decade earlier. Burr particularly took issue with Musk's appearance, even calling him Space Christopher Walken, and suggesting he must hate looking in the mirror.
Somebody who has like Botox face and a hair system, you're gonna look at them like, yeah, man,